Hi, this is Brandon from Godsey Ag here with another Tech Tuesday video. Today we're going to be talking about a relative flow blockage monitoring system. This one's from a company called J.Assy that we work with, and the name of it is Visum Cedar RF. So relative flow blockage monitor systems measure how much product is actually flowing through the lines on your drill, whereas a traditional blockage only system just tells you if there's product flowing or not. It doesn't tell you how much. So this system works with these sensors here that attach to the outside of the hose on your drill. Other relative flow systems often require you to cut the hose and install the sensor in between. This one just hose clamps over the top. So as product is being blown through the hose from the air, it's hitting the side of the hose. This sensor is able to pick up on those vibrations caused by that product hitting the outside of that hose. So again, it knows then relatively how much product is flowing through that hose. On this drill, we're going to install 2 sensors only on each tower across the drill. That'll give us a good idea if we've got product going on those to at least those 2 rows, and then might also tell us as well if there's others that get blocked. We'll see a spike in product going through the 2 rows that are being monitored. So from here, we're going to go over to the air cart and take a look at some of the hardware that's on it. I am at the back of the cart now. Here you can see the controller that's receiving those signals from the sensors and communicating with the display in the cab. The sensors on the drill are 100% wireless, so important to note that there's no cabling running between the drill and the cart here. Instead, we have a wireless antenna mounted on the rear of the cart. I'm here with a magnet that's doing the communicating with the sensors back on the drill. The controller is plugged into the cart's main isobus connector at the rear. It's a Y harness that we're using from J.Assy, meaning that there's another isobus connection supplied by that harness then that's right here. So if you need to plug in a drill or anything like that, you can do that as well. So this is what you'll see on the display in the cab that you have this connected to. So a few main features that I want to call out here. There's 2 main tabs on this run page for the system. First one's labeled main, and it shows all of, on this drill, our 6 towers that we have set up. If I touch on one of these, I get more detail about that tower itself. So I get an average flow reading right here that shows how much product's flowing through that tower, the total of all of the sensors on that tower. Down below then are individual readings for the sensors that are on that tower. So this is number 1. So I have sensors number 1 and 2 showing up down here at the bottom. If I go to manifold number 2, again, I have the same flow reading, but this time I have sensors 3 and 4 showing up at the bottom. If you could see those numbers. So I'll go back to the main page again and to letter A over here. So this tells me A stands for the primary or single product that's being applied by this drill. It's a single shoot drill. If I had a double shoot drill or even a triple shoot drill, I could monitor each one of those shoots individually, and I would have tabs up there for either labeled B or C that would show me the flow going through those chutes. So this page shows me all of my sensors that are on the drill. Again, 2 sensors per tower on this drill. So tower number 1 shows rows 1 and 2. 2 shows rows 3 and 4, and so on, or sensors 3 and 4. Tower 3 would be sensors 5 and 6 on the drill. So when I'm running in the field, I'm going to see a bar graph on this page of the flow that's being applied or going through each one of those sensors. So the centered line here, the dashed line, is my target rate that I want to apply. The solid line on the top and the bottom of that tells me if there is an alert limit, rather, if I have a row that's applying too much product or one that's applying not enough. I can touch on an individual row and get even more specific details for the flow going through exactly through that row, represented by that number there. If you have any questions about anything that was covered in today's video, I encourage you to reach out to any one of us at Godsey Ag by phone or email. I'm happy to get you a quote for a system or explain more about it.